Renova's plant in Sävenäs, Gothenburg is one of the most efficient waste-to-energy plants in the world. The plant was taken into use in 1972, and over the years we have increased energy efficiency and decreased flue gas emissions. We are constantly working on improving and developing the plant. Today, 2/3 of our plant consist of flue gas and water treatment to avoid harmful emissions. To Sävenäs comes municipal solid waste from households and residual waste from industries and businesses. But it's important that we get the right kinds of waste. We want citizens to separate their waste at source to recycle as much as possible. Did you know that more than half of what the Gothenburgers put in their waste bins should have been sorted out for recycling, such as milk cartons, plastic packaging and metal cans that shouldn't be there? We also want industries and businesses to put the right kind of waste in their bins to incineration. Waste pieces mustn't be larger than 1 meter in length, or they might get stuck in our plant. And they mustn't weigh more than 25 kilos to ensure they are completely demolished in the furnace. At Sävenäs, there are 4 furnaces, or boilers as we also call them. We also have a 5th, smaller furnace where we treat medical waste and cremate domestic pets. And we have a special reception unit for incoming hazardous and confidential waste. Here, the waste is camera monitored during the entire process from reception to incineration. To keep track of the volumes and sorts of waste coming to Sävenäs, all garbage trucks are weighed as they come and as they leave the plant. The trucks drive into the entrance hall and reverse up to the waste bunker. Here, the waste is stored before being fed into the boilers. The waste bunker is 100 meters long. It's 25 meters deep and 15 meters across. It holds 10,000 tons of waste, which takes about a week to incinerate. The cranes, Karl and Ada, lift the waste up to the funnels, which then feed it to the incinerators. A claw crane can lift 5 tons of waste at a time, which generates enough heat and electricity for a smaller house for almost a year. The cranes are operated by operating staff during the day, and the computer takes over at night. The control room is staffed 24/7. They make sure the plant is running well. The better the mixture of waste we have, the more energy we can recover. This means that when the waste is emptied into the bunker, we first want to lift it to the side and mix the different types of waste. The waste is in the furnace for about 60 minutes, which should be enough for it all to be incinerated. The temperature in the furnaces is at least 850 degrees Celsius. After incineration, there's about 18% left as bottom ash. This contains metals that we can separate out and recycle. Contaminants and metals sometimes melt and stick to the boiler walls. To get rid of those, we use dynamite inside the furnaces several times a month. Once the metals have been separated, the bottom ash is used as a construction material at our landfills. We use the energy from the boilers to heat the city's district heating network. We do this by heating water in long pipes in the boilers. The water is heated to 400 degrees Celsius and turns to steam. The steam is led onto a turbine, which starts spinning and generates about 5% of Gothenburg's electricity. The steam is led to a condenser, where we heat the district heating network. 1/3 of the Gothenburgers get their district heating from the waste-to-energy plant. As waste is incinerated, flue gases are formed, which are polluted. To be able to release these flue gases into air through the stack, we first must treat them. In the first stage of treatment, we use an electrostatic precipitator to remove the ash from the flue gases, known as fly ash. We have gotten a building permit for a new facility where we are planning to recover the heavy metal zinc from the fly ash. That makes the zinc recyclable. Also, the fly ash will be possible to dispose of in our own landfill. The second stage of flue gas treatment is to wash the gases with water. This removes acid gases and heavy metals. The water we used goes to our water treatment plant. The treated, clean water is released into the river Göta älv. The final step in flue gas treatment is a catalyst, like the ones used in cars. This removes dioxins and nitrogen oxides. Once the flue gases have passed through these 3 treatment steps, they are almost completely clean. The one thing we can't deal with at present is the carbon dioxide. We generally say that 1 kilo of waste generates 1 kilo of carbon dioxide emissions. And in this building, we incinerate about 550,000 tons of waste a year. If we could just separate out the plastics from here, which is actually quite a large part of the carbon dioxide emissions, we would save 2 kilos in carbon dioxide per kilo of plastics. So, before you throw something in the trash bin, please stop and think one more time. Could this be reused or recycled? In that way, all of us can help reduce waste.